All right, so let's begin. So thank you for joining in this month's Cosmo Campfire on Reassignment Manager. My name is Pradnya and I'm from the Customer Success team. So this is the agenda for today's Campfire. Today we'll be discussing on understanding the Reassignment Wizard, understanding where to access the Reassignment Wizard from, how to bulk reassign records that from one role to another, then reassignment of ownership that can be tailored based on each record status that allows you to reassign only active or incomplete records. Then cloning rate adjustments from the old role to the new role. Reassigning outstanding work when a resource leaves the organization. So I'll be covering all these points during the demo. Okay, so what is a reassignment wizard? So it's an easy and quick way to reassign ownership of records from one role to another. It can be used at multiple levels like project, phase, milestone, or action. It helps manage resource changes efficiently. So some of the use cases will be like when a team member leaves or changes roles, assigning a named role in place of an asset placeholder role. It can be assessed in the context of a specific project, milestone, action, or directly from a role. So we will go through a few of these pages in the demo. It ensures outstanding work is reassigned smoothly without manual record by record update, which saves a lot of time. So let's jump on to the demo. If you have any questions, please feel free to put them in the Q&A or chat box, and I will answer them at the end of the session. All right, so firstly, we'll see where can we access the resource reassignment wizard page from. So we can access it directly from the project page. It can be done from the reassignment button here. So if you cannot see the reassignment button, you need to ask your system admin to add it for you from the respective pages. You can also access it from the phase page from the reassignment button. So when you're accessing it from the phase page, it will enable you to do a mass transfer of the phase owner and the owner of the records that's relating to the phase. That includes milestones, actions, checklist items, and contributors. You can also access it from milestone, similarly from the reassignment button. So from the milestone page, you can do mass transfer of the milestone owner and its related records like actions, checklist items, and contributors. From the action page, again from the reassignment button, similar to milestone, it will help you to do a mass reassignment of action owner and all related records. And lastly, you can access it from the role record, again from the reassignment page. So this is useful when a person leaves or temporarily not available. This allows reassignment across multiple projects. Okay, so now we'll see how to bulk reassign the records. So bulk reassign records means transferring ownership of multiple records at once from one user or role to another. That saves time compared to updating each records individually. So if we have a project with placeholder roles assigned to them, so the placeholder roles are like placeholder project manager, placeholder designer roles that are used to represent a role or resource that has not yet been assigned to a specific person or user. So they are used during the initial stage of a project. And when you're aware of the availability of the resource, then you can reassign those placeholder roles to real user roles. So now in this project, the project has been assigned to placeholder project manager. And the project has few milestones, related actions, and checklist items that are being assigned to placeholder roles. So what we need to do is we want to bulk reassign all of these records to real roles. So we will do it from the reassignment page. So I'll just click on the reassignment button. So this is how a resource reassignment wizard page looks like. So on this page, a lookup field is displayed across each role that is involved in the project. So placeholder consultant is a milestone owner, action owner, and the checklist item owner. So therefore, those lookup fields are visible. But as he doesn't own any phase or is not a contributor, so those lookup fields are not visible. So now let's reassign a placeholder consultant's record to a new role. So I'll assign it to Alana. So I'll look up for Alana. So instead of writing Alana's name under action owner and checklist item owner, I'm just going to click on copy. So this will copy over Alana's name in rest of the fields. Similarly, I'll transfer all the records for placeholder developer to Bethany. Click copy. Then project manager, I'll assign it to Chris. And trainer, we'll assign it to Joel. Copy. Make sure you click on save. Okay, so now you can see the project owner has been transferred to Chris. And the milestones, actions, checklist items have all been assigned to new roles. So this is how we bulk reassign records from one role to another. So next I'll show you how to reassign ownership based on record status. So by default, when you are using the reassignment wizard, you will reassign all records. However, you can select like which records to reassign based on their status. So let's say we have Stephanie who has left the organization, and we would like to transfer all her records except completed and cancelled ones to a new role. So we'll do it from the reassignment button from her role record. So just click on the reassignment button. So now since I do not want to transfer completed and cancelled records, I will select all the statuses except completed and cancelled. Okay, so we'll do that for the project owner. So I'm clicking on planned, in progress, and on hold. Now, since Stephanie is not the phase owner, so we'll just skip that. Similarly, we'll do the same for milestone owner, action owner, and checklist item owner. So we want to transfer all her records to Kelly. So I'll just look up for Kelly, click on copy, and save. So this way, I have transferred or reassigned all Stephanie's record except the completed and cancelled ones to Kelly. So this is how you reassign ownership based on record status. So next I'll show you cloning rate adjustments from old role to new role. When you're reassigning ownership on a project with rate adjustments, you can choose to copy the old owner's rate adjustment to the new owner. Now let's say on this project, there is a rate adjustment involved for Kelly, who is the project owner, milestone owner, and action and checklist item owner. So, and I want to transfer all of her records to a new role, including her rate adjustment. So I would like to copy over the rate adjustments to my new role. Okay, so let's do it from the reassignment page. So if you see there is a checkbox under copy rate adjustments column for Kelly. So that is indicating that there is a rate adjustment involved. So we just have to set this field to true. So look up for the new role. We'll assign it to Mick. Copy. And then click save. So this way, all the records and rate adjustments have been carried or copied over to Meg. So you can see the project owner is Meg. And all the records have been transferred to Meg. So now let's go to the manage rates page to confirm if the rate adjustment has been cloned or not. So we can see that Mick has got a rate adjustment of $200, which is similar to Kelly. Okay, so this is how rate adjustments can be cloned from old to the new role. Okay, so that is it from me today. If anyone has any questions, please feel free to put them in the Q&A or chat box. Happy to answer them now. Okay, so we've got a question. Will allocations on roles be transferred to? Yes, so during the next role allocations run, so the role allocations will be transferred as well. Right, so does anyone have any other question? Is there a plan to add an open status feature instead of manually clicking each status on reassignment page? I can add that as a feature request for you, Ainsley. But you do have an option to select all if you don't want to select any particular status in the reassignment page. If we are doing a reassignment midway, what about the previous role allocations? So the role allocations always gets updated with the new roles. So irrespective if you're doing it midway or right from the beginning, the role allocations will be automatically updated to the new role. No problem, Ansley. All right. So since there are no more questions, we'll just end this session here. But if you have any questions after this session, you can always send us an email on support@aprica.com, or you can also submit a support ticket on our website. There are a lot of resources available online on our website as well, including the knowledge base article for this reassignment wizard. So you can always refer to them. These are the links to it. All right. Thank you for joining, everyone. Have a good one and see you next month for our next campfire.